It feels like I'm dreaming when I'm waking up next to you, and my wild heart is beating because it's beating next to you. Let's find something better.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Marvellous Food review. Now that we've spoken about some of the character meals that you can do in Walt Disney World, it's time to mix things up and talk a little bit about one of our favourite signature meals. So if you wave goodbye to the castle and jump on that glorious monorail, because we're heading over to the Contemporary. Now inside the Contemporary, if you go all the way up to the 15th floor, is the restaurant California Grill, which, as I said, is one of the signature restaurants. This means that it's 2 dining credits if you have the dining plan, and price-wise you're looking at about $50 for an entree. So it is on the more expensive side of things. Now, the one thing to consider with signature dining is that there is a dress code. The only things that you can't really wear are tank tops, flip-flops and hats. One of the reasons I wanted to come here is because of that absolutely breathtaking view of Magic Kingdom and the Seven Seas Lagoon. So let's move on to what everyone is here for, which is the food. There is a wide selection, which is all on the Walt Disney World website, as we showed you previously. You might want to check this out if you're a fussy eater like me. From handmade pizzas to sushi, they do soups and salads. And let's not forget some of those famous steaks. And don't forget about some of those fantastic desserts, because I'm telling you, my waistline didn't. Now, if you do have some little ones with you, there are some selections for them to eat. There's the wild salmon, some chicken breast, or even grilled beef tenderloin. And you can either order mac and cheese for them. So what did we order? Nathan, as always, was the super adventurous one who went with the lobster and pork ramen, which comes with vegetables and noodles. He said it was the best he'd ever had, which is saying something. And I went with the oak-fired fillet of beef, roast broccolini and butternut mash. The steak honestly fell apart like butter. It was incredible. One thing you have to do if you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary, just let them know while you're checking in, and they'll add some of that Disney magic to your experience. Moving on to what everyone cares about, which is the dessert. I went for the selection of farmhouse cheese because I like cheese. Whereas Nathan asked the waiter to surprise him and got a blueberry pastry with ice cream and popcorn. And again, as we were celebrating, they did bring us 2 glasses of champagne and a chocolate and vanilla mousse cupcake to share. Now, one of the main reasons I wanted to come here was the view. I've already mentioned this, but it was absolutely spectacular. And if you're lucky enough to sit next to the window where you can watch the sunset on Magic Kingdom, or if you request that table, they are very accommodating. Especially as when the sun starts going down, they lift those blinds up and open up the full force of those windows. One thing I will have to say, which is a common misconception, which I actually didn't know about California Grill, is that you don't actually need a reservation to enjoy those views. There is a bar area where you don't need a reservation. You can just turn up, you can enjoy some drinks and snacks, and you can just sit and unwind after a stressful day in those parks. And I think the next place we're going to be sitting, and if you request to sit here, you can watch all of the action take place in that kitchen and watch them prepare your meals for you. The restaurant itself is incredibly spacious and it's well laid out. Once you finish your meal, head out into the viewing area where they will turn the lights down and play Happily Ever After as loud as if you were in the parks themselves, where you can just stand and watch those fireworks. So the scores, the food, which was absolutely phenomenal, we have to give that a 10 out of 10. The restaurant itself was gorgeous, and it was honestly one of the most pleasant and romantic places we've ever been to. Now for the location, it's on the 15th floor of the Contemporary Resort. Now Nathan doesn't like heights and he absolutely loved it here. Overall, I know the restaurant is a little bit pricey, but it's honestly one of those ones that you have to try at least once. It's one of our top 5 and I would happily go back tomorrow. Once again guys, thank you for watching. Please like and comment and be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Grab hold of your dreams and make them come true. For you are the key to unlocking your own magic. Now go, let your dreams guide you. Reach out and find your happily ever after.
The battles and the stories, the losses and all the glory were changed by the way